Listen, I wasn't going in there with the intention to make a fuss in all of your chats. I was not doing that. Right? I was barely chatting after.
Well, I kind of like a fuss, so.
I'm sorry?
I kind of like a fuss, so I'm into it.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, I was just done, you know, with all of this fucking divisiveness, and it's just like, the only way we're gonna solve it is to fucking walk into the lion's den and figure this shit out, you know?
There is a kitten on my foot.
Hello?
Hello!
Am I in here?
You are. That's what
Indeed.
she said.
I have to charge my phone. Yeah, my computer's acting up. It's just so weird.
I am sorry that you were having computer issues.
Hold on. Let me try to... Oh, okay, we're good.
How are you tonight?
How are you?
I'm weird headspace. How are you?
It's been a lot. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you've heard this whole story?
I feel like I have.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, how are you? What's going on with you?
Just making it by. Just getting by.
It sounds like you got a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, good professionally, bad personally. That's pretty much what it amounts to. Are you okay? How are you? Tell me about yourself. Get my mind off things.
Yeah, no, I'm hanging in here. I'm curious as to just what's happening. Yeah.
What kind of questions you got? I'll try my best to answer.
I think they'll all be answered after my stream on Saturday, and I don't mean to self-promo, but that's so yeah.
Oh, I did not know you were a streamer. Somebody shout out Tokahontis. Wait a minute, are you streaming about me on Saturday?
Everyone.
You're streaming about everyone on Saturday.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
We all need to take a cold, hard look in the mirror.
What do you mean by that?
It's a tough thing to do.
Oh, I am following you already. Cool. I was gonna make sure I was following you. I've not ever seen you online. I've never caught you live. When do you usually stream?
My stream schedule's been all out of the place, but I've been usually doing Saturday nights now, and I just started up again, really. I was streaming like a couple years ago, so...
Yeah, see, Saturday is the day I check out, and usually I'm just all video games or watching TV.
Right. Yeah, that's usually Twitch.
So now, what's your stream going to be about on Saturday? Talking about everybody? Are you participating in the Twitch drama?
Yeah, I'm anticipating for sure. I think they already know.
Who already knows? I'm so confused as to what's going on. You were being elusive, mysterious.
We've all been very proudly radical this week, and thank you all.
Proudly radical, is that a reference to my friend Kai?
It may be. I don't know. You guys will have to check it out if it interests you so much.
I mean, I want to say you're doing a bad job of promoting, but you're kind of not. I am kind of interested.
It's supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be this way.
Oh, is this your style?
I have a plan. Put it that way.
You're not going to reveal it to me?
Not yet.
Not yet?
So Saturday, the next stream, and then everything, I'm like, whatever after that.
But what does that mean?
Whatever happens, happens. Everything happens for a reason.
But I don't know what's going on Saturday.
All right. You know what? You know what? We're gonna go all poetic on you. Ready?
Please.
hold on. I was definitely feeling adventurous, and feel these streams will hold the key to solving all this T-pain! It was definitely a good bummer.
I love you so much, but I am so confused right now.
Yep. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. It's alright. Those who know.
Are you from the channel You're Feeling Adventurous? Is that what you're...
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
yes.
so you're the duo.
All of this. That's what started all of this. If you're feeling adventurous, by the way, started all of this.
Started all of what?
The good things.
So let me catch everybody up. Now that I have an idea of who you are. So you and your friend, partner, significant other?
What?
Well, I don't know who the guy is, who he is to you. Just a streaming friend, if he's your...
Wait, who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
That guy right there that just spoke?
Someone spoke?
I think I heard somebody.
Yeah, I'm Kikyo.
Oh, Kikyo! I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
not a guy. Hell of a woman, Kikyo.
I can hear things.
So you and a friend of yours went on with Echoplex. Or it was actually him that talked to Echoplex, right?
I have no idea. I have no idea what was happening. I wanted to show Echoplex what was happening.
What do you mean you wanted to show Echoplex what was happening?
I know that every streamer's stream I went into was getting follow botted, and that is why I went into all the streams that I went in.
I think they're at protests right now. When I last checked up.
Yeah, Media Winch was doing a protest, but is producer Dave with her?
I
You
know,
guys
probably.
look at that.
So are you what? You're the female that was with the dude. Like I went into your chat the other day and I was making fun of you guys, right?
What?
You're Feeling Adventurous. I went into their chat the other day. Were you the female that was on that stream?
On that stream? Oh, no.
No, okay. So that's what I was confused about.
No, yeah.
Okay. So what's your connection to If You're Feeling Adventurous?
I was watching his stream.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And because I was watching his stream, I got rated into Kiji's stream, and then once I got rated into Kiji's stream, Kiji rated me into T-Pain's stream, so...
I don't know who any of those other people are.
What is his...
T-Pain the rapper? I'm in love with a stripper?
I think the people that know who they are will know who they are.
But I don't. Okay, here's the thing is I don't participate in any like the Twitch drama, right? So I don't know what's
Okay,
going
so
on.
Kiji's name is Ki Jitbh. That's how you spell Kiji.
Well, but also I don't care either.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
sure.
I don't do the Twitch drama.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Okay.
No, I was just saying that. Like, I was promoting them because they helped me on my journey.
How did they help you?
They knew what was happening and didn't bring attention to it, which was amazing.
You're speaking in riddles to me. Can you?
The follow botting.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, can you tell me what's up with the follow botting? I've experienced it the last couple of nights.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had a little controversial stream and it got some people upset. A lot of people.
Do what?
Huh?
Who had a controversial stream?
Tokahontis.
You're Tokahontis.
Yeah.
What did you do that was controversial?
I said a lot of things that we were all thinking.
About?
This.
Oh, you just cut out on us. What?
This society.
You live in a Jason society. What about society?
I think we can all see for ourselves.
What does that mean? Why are you...
The follow botting. And it just gave them away. Like, I mean, they're doing it.
Gave who away?
I don't know.
Hey Kikyo, you're having some issues. Can you hop out there? Thank you, Kikyo. So what about the follow botting? I don't understand what you're talking about.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know the mechanics of it, but I've heard of it before. It's happened to me before. And I don't know how to do it, but it is happening.
But what's the purpose of it?
That you'd have to ask whoever made the follow bot, because I really don't know. I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I haven't streamed this long, by the way, because if I tried to stream right now, yeah, you think that would work out?
Why wouldn't it?
If they're follow botting, they obviously know how to hack.
Do they?
They do indeed.
Are you telling me that I've been hacked?
I'm telling you that there is a follow bot that is infesting Twitch, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah, they've hit me the last few nights, but I'm not connecting the dots here. You're being very vague. Can you stop tiptoeing?
But you already know what I'm talking about. You all already know what I'm talking about.
I am seriously dumb as a motherfucker, and all I know about is the news. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
I went into Proudly Radical's Discord and I caused a fuss because black and white need to unify and LGBTQ and Christianity need to unify.
Oh. First thing I want to say is, like, first of all, why would you cause a fuss with Kai? Kai is amazing.
I wasn't trying to cause a fuss with anyone in specific. His stream title caught my attention.
Okay.
I was being proudly radical.
Now, how am I supposed to... And like, okay, so I am on the side of Christians who share my values. I've had my friend the Salty Pastor on this very show. I am aligned with people, usually they're in a non-denominational church or something. How am I supposed to align with Christianity other than those people who are fighting the fascist Christians? Christians seem to be my enemy, to be honest with you. Evangelicals, at least. Fundamentalists.
I think it's the ones that use Christianity to achieve division are not real Christians.
Christianity itself causes the division.
The people who corrupt Christianity.
No. Christianity itself is corrupt. It was invented for corrupt means.
Yeah, exactly. But it can be used. If it can be used as a tool in that way, then you can use it as a tool in another way.
And what would that look like?
Peace, hopefully.
Well, here's the thing, though, is like, I've never known that many people to be religious and want peace. Most religious people tend to be on the side of
we are.
imperialism. They we discussed this earlier with Israel, right? So it's a very complex issue, the U.S. relationship with Israel and
You think about it. If
their
you think about
oppression
it
of Palestine.
selfishly-
Hold on, let me fucking talk.
I'm
So it's a
sorry.
very complex relationship between the U.S. and Israel, and why Israel is oppressing the Palestinians. But what it all boils down to is there is a coalition of far-right evangelical Christians that think that the existence of Israel makes Jeebus come back. And they are wanting that. They want the end of the world. So how am I supposed to partner with those people?
No, I mean, yeah, like if you have to stick out the olive branch, and if it's rejected, then you move on without them.
They're welcome to come join me. We're leftists here. We're
That's the point of the olive
collectivists.
branch. That's the point of the olive branch.
Buddy, it's not my job to stick out an olive branch.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
not responsible for the actions of other people.
Yeah.
Why is
I
it always incumbent upon the left to stick out an olive branch or to compromise? Why is it never anyone else's responsibility?
Yeah. I questioned that myself, and that's why I did all of this.
All of what?
I made this plan.
What plan?
Cause a fuss.
How are you causing a fuss?
I'm getting follow botted or whatever this is. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Oh, okay, but I don't know what the follow bots have to do with anything.
I mean, they're following me.
Well, they've followed me the last couple nights as well. Last night I got raided by somebody. It said it was a party of 75 raiding me. They had one follower.
I mean, it's just been happening in every stream I went into. So I just...
Well, perhaps
I
you're
assume.
if you're the common denominator here, maybe I should be suspect of you.
I mean, maybe it's the other people that are following me into these streams. I don't know, because someone's definitely following me into streams too. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I'm tend to land on the side like it means nothing. It's just everybody's getting them.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the mirror.
What mirror?
Like, you gotta look at yourself, you know? I can't see what they're saying because they all have me blocked or whatever, this and that. But, you know, they come in these streams and they make these horrible first impressions, and I don't have to say anything.
Who have you blocked? Man, I am so
I don't
confused
even
as
know.
what's going
I don't even know
on.
how many of them there are. I don't know. It's not up to me, whatever.
What are you hoping to achieve?
Peace. Like, this is so toxic.
But what is toxic?
The internet and our society.
I don't know if toxic is the right word. There are toxic elements to it. There's fantastic elements. I think I'm building an awesome
That is
community here.
That is also what I wanted to add. I'm sorry. The yin and yang of it. I believe in yin and yang. So, like, there's good in everything that's bad, and there's bad in everything that's good, you know?
So does your Saturday stream that you're doing, what time are you going to do it?
Around 9 p.m. I have work that night.
Eastern time?
Yes. So we're going to see how it goes. And if I can even get to being live with what's going on.
What's going on?
My mouse stopped working. It was very strange because I was just about to post this clip about pedophiles, and that was the first time it happened. My mouse stopped working. It was very interesting.
You were about to post a clip about pedophiles.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. It was just weird. I wasn't using a wireless mouse because my mouse battery had already died. I was using the mouse on the laptop itself, and it just kept turning off somehow. So it's just, you know, it malfunctions sometimes. So
So was your article about the church?
Huh?
It was about pedophiles. Was it about the church?
It can be. Yeah.
What was it about?
I mean, all pedophiles. Like, there's no like discernment between a pedophile, whether they're in a church or they're in the LGBTQ community.
I think there is a discernment because there is an organization that protects pedophiles with the church.
Oh yeah, you could definitely say that. Yeah.
I know I can. I just fucking did.
Yeah. Well, that's what I agree. Excuse me.
But like, there's not this overwhelming, like, you can find cases of, say, a pedophile in the LGBTQ community, but it's not a widespread problem.
Right. Of course.
Whereas in the church, it is.
Yeah. Sure.
But why would you compare the two of those? That's a false equivalency.
As we just discussed, a pedophile is a pedophile. It just needs to be addressed. Both situations just need to be addressed. The church isn't being addressed as it should, and the LGBTQ community isn't being addressed as it should.
No. The LGBTQ community doesn't have any problem with pedophiles.
Second, it's being used against them.
Huh?
It's being used against them.
What is?
Pedophilia.
You're meaning that right-wingers are labeling people as pedophiles in the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
And you're helping to play into that right now.
Whoa, no. I'm trying to... I'm sorry. I know it's a lot, and I'm trying to explain it as best as I can.
Take your time. I'm listening.
You can't protect a pedophile whether or not they are in the church or the LGBTQ community. The way I see it, the church at least has public figures calling out their pedophiles versus the LGBTQ trying to bury it because it's being used against them.
Whoa!
Does that make more sense?
There's so much wrong with the statement you just made.
Okay, please explain.
Okay, so it is not the responsibility of the LGBTQ community to have to stand up and denounce pedophilia, because it's just like, it's no different than me as a white man have to denounce another white man being a pedophile. It's not incumbent upon me.
Preach.
But the church protects pedophiles.
Yeah. That's why I did it.
The church protects pedophiles.
I don't like the way the church is. I don't like the church. I don't go to church. I'm not church. I don't do church.
But you're trying to tell me that there's some issue with pedophiles in the LGBTQ community, and somehow the church is handling it well.
No, the issue is that in the LGBTQ community, it is not in it, but it is being used against them, like from Christian public speakers like Matt Walsh.
That's called a dirty rhetorical tactic.
What do you mean?
They are being dishonest propagandists, like Matt Walsh.
Exactly.
That is not the issue of the LGBTQ community.
No, that's why I spoke about it, because I'm not part of the LGBTQ community.
But it sounds like you're trying to say that there is some unchecked pedophiles running around the LGBTQ community, and the community is protecting them.
No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say that pedophiles have found a way to take cover under that community.
How?
Hello?
How?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. It seems how they're defending it. So, like, not defending it, but, like, not addressing because if you get blamed for something, wouldn't you want to debunk it?
Woman. Do you think you should have to answer for, women that falsely accuse a man of rape? Do you think you should have to denounce that personally?
No.
Then why should anybody in the LGBTQ community have to denounce the actions of an individual?
No, not that they have to denounce it, but when they see that someone like Matt Walsh is using a particular instance to drive a narrative, they can counteract that narrative instead of shouting them down.
I do counteract that narrative.
Right.
I've played clips of Matt Walsh on this show and mocked him and pointed out the irrationality in the things he's saying.
Good. I'm glad.
That is the fucking. I hope that most of the people in the LGBTQ community don't even know that Matt Walsh fucking exists, let alone have to deal with this bullshit.
Good. Yeah, no, I mean, I just was watching his shit and he just started talking, like eventually as I was watching him, started talking nonstop about the gender narrative, and I stopped watching him because it's like, that's not, like, I don't know about that.
Okay, but why is that incumbent on anybody else to have to answer for what the fuck Matt Walsh is spewing?
I just want to know more.
About?
And I went to learn more about how the other side sees things to try to unify everyone.
Do you know what demagoguery means?
Mm-hmm.
So it's when people use marginalized communities, the lesser among us, in order to pick on them for clicks, views, political power.
Yes, I know that is the assessment that I'm under right now.
Yeah, Matt Walsh is the demagogue.
Okay, yes.
And okay, me as a member of the LGBTQ community, what am I supposed to do? Not me, JustinFREAKIN, who is a communications professionalist who participates in this space. I do something about it. If I'm just average, everyday Joe Schmo in the LGBTQ community, what the fuck do you think I should do?
I just keep doing what you're doing, accept people, love people. I think what you're doing is great. That's why I'm here.
But you're talking about how you're wanting to unite us, but like Matt Walsh doesn't want to unite with us. He wants to use us for fodder for clicks and millions of dollars in political power.
Right. And the reason I went into the lion's den was to try and see a better way to unify it or understand or not.
But you were talking about causing trouble in Kai's chat.
I left, though.
But I don't know, like, why would people get onto you in Kai's chat?
I was causing a fuss. I was being proudly radical. That's what his stream title said. I thought that's what they were there for. Proudly radical.
You're not being radical, though. You're kind of upholding the same tropes.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to learn and understand a better way to talk about this. That's why I haven't been streaming.
Do you think Matt Walsh is an honest actor?
No. I mean, if you tried to help him understand the error in his ways, like, maybe he could change it. But like, if you're just gonna let them continue to think this way, like, then they're gonna double down on it.
But he doesn't want to understand the error in his ways. He's a demagogue. He's doing it on purpose.
Then we have to understand that and stop watching it.
But it's not us that are watching it. It's right-wingers.
Yeah. Everyone has to stop watching the demagogues. All of the demagogues. All of them. That is how they are making the money, is the division and this hatred and all of it.
So aren't you speaking to the wrong side here?
I've been speaking to the wrong side on every angle. So, I mean, I just,
But you're telling me that, like, I need to come, like, my entire position is a leftist position, which means collectivism in order to solve problems.
I would hope so. That's what I am trying to, like, show this. Just
so the people you need to convince are the people who are using demagoguery and propaganda, right?
Yes.
But that's not us. That's not Kai's chat. That's not my chat.
I'm sorry?
But that's not Kai's chat. That's not my chat. Why aren't you in Matt Walsh's chat?
Listen, I wasn't going in there with the intention to make a fuss in all of your chats. I was not doing that. Right? I was barely chatting after.
Well, I kind of
Kai's
like a
chat.
fuss, so.
I'm sorry?
I kind of like a fuss, so I'm into it.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, I was just done, with all of this fucking divisiveness. And it's just like, the only way we're gonna solve it is to fucking walk into the lion's den and figure this shit out,
We need you on our side. We don't need you trying to play enlightened centrist. We need you to join with us and show the assholes that they can't ban books. They can't pass laws limiting a woman's reproductive health.
They did it to themselves, dude. How do you think I got all this attention? You really think I went into these streams promoting myself?
I don't know what you're talking about.
They promoted me for me.
Who did?
Whoever's follow botting.
But I don't know who the follow bot. I think that's just a thing. I think you're conflating two things. I don't think follow bots have anything to do with your activity.
I hope not.
So why do you keep bringing the follow bot up?
Because it was just so, like, it was following me into each. It's just like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, clinically says you only have 700 followers.
Yeah, that was a follow bot.
Yeah, that's how many follow bots have followed me in like one day.
I'm sorry?
That's how many follow bots have followed me in like one day.
I mean, is it every stream? Was that happening before when I was going into your streams, before I made that stream?
I don't know what stream you're talking about.
If you go onto my... I'm sorry. I don't want to self-promo. Like, if you
do it. Go for it. Just please explain what you're talking about.
If you go onto my stream, I have a controversial video on my stream, and that day was when all of this happened. Or was it that day? I think the day before I was talking to Kai.
And
yeah, I think it was the day before that I was talking to Kai. But I did the stream, and and then I did the stream, and everything was fine.
This the religion versus justice stream?
Huh?
The religious versus justice stream?
Yeah, I made the fuss in Kai's Discord, and then I put up that stream, and now I did the whole stream, and it was fine, and I didn't get follow botted, nothing like that.
Aren't you just adorable? Look at that smile. Oh.
Sorry.
My apologies. I got off topic there.
No, that was my bad. I thought you were talking to me.
I was. Look at, like, I'm on your stream right now.
Oh.
You are adorable.
Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. You're a handsome man yourself.
Oh. This could be the start of a beautiful thing. What are you watching Project Veritas for?
I mean, they have good shit on there.
What do you mean by good shit?
Well, they expose people.
Ooh. Do they?
Seems like it to me.
I would encourage you to go watch the stream with Ben Burgess, James O'Keefe. Who else was it, chat? Tim Pool, and it was 3-on-1. It was 3 nutjob right-wingers versus Ben Burgess. And Ben Burgess will tell you everything that's wrong with Project Veritas. First of all, he highly edits videos. Now, the one you're watching isn't edited, but it looks just to be some bullshit happening in a restaurant, as opposed to, like, the Pfizer video he released, where he set the dude up on the date, and the guy was trying to impress the other guy, right? You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now, yeah.
Okay, so the right-wingers have been on about that video, talking about how, like, oh, they exposed Pfizer and everything. But they didn't expose Pfizer. The dude was talking about the process that they used to, like, come up with the new flu vaccine each year. This, guided evolution or whatever. It's like all companies do that. But, like, if you're stupid and you don't know what they're talking about, and you're only getting your information from a Project Veritas that wants to present it to you as if it's something nefarious, then you might come away with the wrong impression of that and think that there was something going on when really that video was nothing.
I mean, potentially, yeah.
No, it was nothing.
Okay.
And I don't like that dude was like in the marketing department or some shit. He didn't even have any fucking idea about what they were doing in the actual labs.
I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
So you agree that that video was bullshit, that was anti-vaccine propaganda disguised as some kind of journalism?
Listen, I have no idea.
You should. Well, I just explained pretty much how that's the case, right?
I mean, it definitely could be, yes. It's there, yes, sure.
No, it definitely is.
I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a mind reader.
But Project Veritas is a propaganda outlet that has been caught numerous times. Their very first one, do you remember back in the Obama administration with the Acorn? Do you remember what Acorn was?
No, I don't. Please.
James O'Keefe, this is where he got famous. He went in dressed as a pimp, and we're talking like Halloween costume, fucking pimp. It was stupid. And he highly edited this video to make it seem like this organization, which they help people vote or some shit. That's what Acorn did. This organization was like helping people, and I think they help people get grants or something like that. And the pimp comes in, and he's like wanting to get a grant for his business. And they fucking treated him the way he should be treated, with fucking laughter and disdain. But the motherfucker edited that video to make it look like they were taking him seriously. Congress shut down Acorn.
Yeah, deep fakes, bro. You gotta watch out for that. Yeah, you're right.
This wasn't a deep fake. This was like 2007. The dude like was wearing a fucking, or 2008 or 9.
Well, I'm just saying that's another thing, is deep fakes. But you gotta watch out for all that. I agree with you.
But Project Veritas has lost over and over again in court for their deceptions. James O'Keefe pleaded guilty to entering a federal building on false pretenses. So why would you ever trust him?
I'm not saying I trust anyone right now.
Oh, apparently Irate is correcting me here and saying that he didn't actually go into Acorn, and he re-recorded and edited the video of him in the pimp suit in, because he's a dishonest actor.
I'm sure there's lots of them.
You think I'm dishonest?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. I think you're being very honest right now.
I would hope so, because I try to be as honest as I can, but I'm not seeing where you're coming from here, and the fact that you put so much stock into Project Veritas kind of worries me.
You brought it up. I wasn't. Oh, on the stream.
Yeah, you were watching it on the stream, then I skipped ahead because I wanted to see like what you were working on.
I just went on a rant, honestly. Like, that wasn't the important part. The highlight was the important part. Like, that was literally all nonsense after that. Like, I was just talking.
Well, I'm interested in what you have to say. Talk to me.
I mean, I don't know what else to say at this point.
Do you think you do a good job of discerning information and claims and rational arguments?
I think I do my best.
That's all anyone can ask. What is you said peace, but like what's your actual short-term goal? Peace is a rather broad objective now, isn't it? What's your short-term goal? What do you hope to accomplish come Saturday?
Unity and respect.
Okay, so Project Veritas puts out videos to try to divide us. So why would you... I see your chat's talking about Marxism.
I'm not educated enough. That's why I honestly went into Kai's stream, because I wanted to learn how the other side sees this. So
thank you. There is... Wait a minute. Wait, you consider Kai the other side? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
So how would you
Well,
describe yourself?
After I went in there and I was like trying to talk and they were like, you know, treating me like a child, like then I was like, all right, fuck this, you know? Like you're obviously not gonna even like try.
How do you describe your positions?
Proudly radical.
That doesn't answer the question.
I have my own views. I have my own views.
Such as?
I think for myself, all gay people should be respected. Gay people should be married. Everybody should love each other. No one keep it civil. Like just keep it civil. Is that so hard to ask?
Okay, but then like you're playing Project Veritas, which is trying to drum up
Listen.
unrest.
That's why I made the highlight. Because all of that other shit was nonsense that I don't know what I'm talking about. I sat and thought about the January 6th shit. Oh, sorry. For a long time.
Fucking cuss all day long.
No, yeah, then not that, but yeah.
So what your thoughts on January 6th?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're okay with talking about it on your stream, because it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was not planned. It was not an insurrection.
Okay, well, have you been keeping up with the court cases with the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys and seeing all their records going back through December when they're planning it out?
No.
So then how are you based, and you realize the Oath Keepers have already been, like 4 of them have already been convicted of sedition, right?
Like I said, I'm sure there's lots of bad actors, and like we've already uncovered, I'm pretty sure that there was FBI agents in the crowd as well.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Once again, we tried the Oath Keepers, we have their records, and ckers are posting the door. We have their records, and we know that they planned it, but you're saying you don't think it was planned.
I don't think Donald Trump planned it. How about that?
I don't think Trump is smart enough to plan something like that, but everyone around him certainly did participate in.
Right.
We know that Roger Stone was involved in this, and Roger Stone was an advisor to Trump. They're very, very close. Roger Stone had the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers there doing security for him that day.
What day? Wait, Roger Stone was there?
Yes. Roger Stone was at a bunch of rallies the night before. Like, I don't think you know enough about this topic to actually have an opinion. Did you watch the January 6th hearings?
I watched one of, or a couple of them, but I just haven't finished them.
I think they laid out an incredibly good case that it was planned. And I think if you were to look at the, they just released, Sky Comet bought it the other day. They just released the entire report. You can read it.
Awesome. Okay, so I'll do that on stream.
Yeah, fucking go. I mean, it's quite a slog. It's a committee report from Congress, but if you want to read it on stream, I absolutely encourage it. But like, the facts that we have indicate that it was planned, and planned for months in advance too.
It's very possible. Look, there's so much going on that it's just it's just obvious to me that something else is going on outside of what we see.
Yeah. I wanna get into what ckers are saying in the chat there, because she's bringing up a very good point. Like, it's a lot easier to have a conversation with me, and you're coming in here in good faith, and I greatly appreciate that, and I love that about you.
Really trying. I'm really trying.
I would say the people in Kai's chat, when they got upset with you, they weren't seeing where you're coming from. Because I mean, like, it took me a while to really nail down exactly what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
They were just kind of like confused and didn't know how to take you.
Right. So it's kind of it's like,
And Curiouser says she was there, and that apparently like Kai was in a real like don't fuck with me attitude that day. And I fucking love the shit out of Kai. Kai's amazing.
really sorry for that. I didn't know. And maybe I should go back into his stream and watch his stream more. But it's
Absolutely,
just
I highly encourage it. Please, somebody shout Kai out.
yeah, but I'm just trying to say, like, I went in there trying to see if they would accept me. I don't listen. Hold on, please, 1 second.
Okay.
I don't understand a lot of things. Okay, I think we've all made that clear. But I knew that they wouldn't accept me. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I've been emotional lately too. I want to give you a hug for this. I don't know where you come up with this idea that they wouldn't accept you. I mean, like, we're very accepting of people around here.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to deliberately upset them. I just wanted to learn more how they saw things because I have views also. And so when I came to the conclusion that they weren't going to accept me, I deliberately ignored some things that I shouldn't have ignored.
The idea that they wouldn't accept you is odd. Okay, like, so, and like, it's hard to get intentions across in chat, and that's why I don't want people to be so hard on people in chat, right? It's really hard to fucking tone doesn't come across in text. It's hard to convey your intentions in a chat in a short little piece. So, like, if you were going in there and understand it from their side. If you're going in there and saying like what you said to me at the beginning, how you wanted us to, unite with the Christians and stuff, you're kind of telling people that they need to be nicer to their oppressors.
Yes.
So like my community, Kai's community are probably overwhelming. We're the misfits, right? We're the dregs of society. We're LGBTQ community. We're kind of, the outliers.
And that's what I saw, and that's why I've been so upset as well.
Oh, please don't be upset. I'm glad I got the chance to talk to you and that we were able to talk through this, okay? And I hopefully we can come to an understanding. But if you're going in there and telling them that they need to partner up with Christians who are the ones doing the oppression on these groups.
It was the only way to get this much attention.
Was attention what you were looking for, or was understanding what you were looking for?
Understanding.
Well, then why would attention matter?
Because everyone needs to see it.
What does everyone need to see?
Themselves.
I mean, I try to be self-aware. I try to, that's very important to be able to look inward.
You are very self-aware, sir. You are very self-aware, sir. That's why I'm here.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, like I'm sad that I've made you tear up. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
I wish I could give you a big hug right now.
I feel it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Group hug with the chat. Curiouser, you can say a lot of things about me. I try to be self-aware. Come on. About most things.
Come on, man.
You're all beautiful people.
And you're beautiful too.
All know that, and I'm so sorry for all the trouble that I caused.
You didn't cause any trouble though. Stop. Don't put that on yourself. I'm still just trying to get to the bottom of everything. So, how would you describe your views politically?
Libertarian.
Now we're getting somewhere. Why do you consider yourself a libertarian?
Because everyone should be able to do whatever the fuck they want within the definitions of the law, and we shouldn't just add more laws to make people follow the laws that we already have.
Okay, so like I agree with your idea that people should be allowed to do whatever they want, but that's the reason why I think there has to be laws on the federal government to protect
Exactly.
like the states from being able to impose slavery, right?
Yeah. Absolutely agree.
I was listening to, and I think it was on Tom Hartman's show the other day, they were talking about George Wallace, and it was the language that libertarians use about freedom and states' rights and the federal government is imposing on, but he was using that language, the language of freedom and liberty, to describe segregation and how he wanted to segregate a segment of society.
There's lots of bad actors, yeah.
And that's usually the way the libertarians are.
I have no idea.
So, the father of modern libertarian thought is a man by the name of Robert Nozick. Robert Nozick's critique of libertarianism is one that I always point out. So, there's a concept called initial just acquisition. So contracts are always, me and you, we're allowed to exchange goods freely, blah, 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 blah. We're allowed to do contracts with each other, and all of that is valid as long as there is initial just acquisition of the property that we're having a contract over. So if I'm selling you a piece of property, that contract is valid unless somewhere down the line in all the contract, somebody stole it. So if somebody stole it, which all of the United States was stolen, if somebody stole that land, you can't actually have a valid contract. There has to be initial just acquisition of that land. So the way you deal with that issue is to be more distributive, to be egalitarian, to give everybody a UBI. Land back to the natives. There's all kinds of ways that you can deal with this issue of initial just acquisition. Libertarians never want to deal with that, though. They always want to seem to let the system go as is without correcting those historical injustices.
One second, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're cool. You're cool. I mean, that was a lot to take in. That was like a whole day's worth of a intro philosophy class that I just crammed into like 10 minutes. But the best example that we can give you of it is like if you started playing Monopoly and you didn't start off with your $200 bills, your two $500 bills, your 10 tens, whatever the fuck the denominations are. If you didn't start off with your allotted amount of money and you didn't get your $200 every time you pass go, you wouldn't think the game was fair, would you?
Of course not.
So why do we do that in
like
life? There are people that,
didn't.
but there are people that start out at a negative in life now.
I'm sorry?
But there are people that
I feel like this is really beating around the bush, and I wish everyone would just say what they want to say, and like, so we can get to the bottom of this.
I'm trying to explain the concept.
I know, but I feel like it's just beating around the bush. Because I don't really understand. That's what I'm trying to say.
So libertarian policies don't work unless you have some form of redistribution. That's where the socialistic policies come in.
I just associate the word liberty with libertarian. Put it that way.
Libertarians want that, right? But to me, because we'd have to get into the topic of positive liberty and negative liberty, and there's a whole bunch of poli-sci shit to get into with that, right?
I mean, yeah, of course, but the way I was portraying it was that liberty equals freedom.
Okay, I am from one of the poorest areas of the world, Eastern Kentucky. I was born to a truck driver and a dental receptionist. I am lucky that I was able to get out of the mountains of Appalachia, and the way I did it was being able to, I took out fucking 50 grand worth of student loans, right?
Okay, I'm sorry. Congratulations. I'm sorry. I don't. You seem like you want me to say something to that.
But the reason I was able to escape poverty was thanks to the government. First of all, the government built highways that cut into the Appalachian Mountains that opened up my region to where we would be able to, like, we need the government. The libertarian view of, like, the government is bad and that anything government related is really really shitty to me. And usually people that make that argument are already...
I'm sorry.
People that make that argument are usually already pretty well off.
Okay, yeah. Agreed, because I am one of those. So, what would you suggest liberty equals freedom being?
To me, it would be the ability of everyone, and right-wingers talk about this all the time, the equality of opportunity versus the equality of outcome. What we want, what us leftists argue for, is equality of opportunity. Because if we give everybody a UBI, if we give everybody health care, we give everybody education paid for, K through doctorate, that will allow us to have liberty.
Agreed.
So you're not a libertarian, you're a leftist.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I could be misunderstanding the term.
No. You've kind of fallen for the libertarian propaganda, because libertarianism on its face sounds good, but their policies completely fall apart when you start really parsing them out.
Okay.
Well,
so here's the way, because, like, okay, so every time I would try to understand all of this, I would just get shouted down or, like, kicked out or whatever. So now that I created all this fuss, like, now this is being all explained to me, and, like, I see what you're saying.
I'm kind of proud of myself right now, because I'm usually the first person to call people a dumb fuck and start yelling at them, but I've been trying to be better. I've been trying to be better here, and I think I've done a good job.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely happy to explain it to you.
It's just not about me, is basically my point.
Well, I usually, when I'm talking to libertarians and shit, like, I try to explain things in their own rational self-interest.
Yeah, I feel you.
So if I'm talking about universal health care, that is a policy that I advocate for. That is best for everyone because it makes it cheaper on everyone. Universal health care, cheaper, produces better outcomes. So I try to frame it that way when I'm talking to somebody who might be libertarian leaning.
Okay, yeah.
Do you support universal health care?
In the right hands, sure.
What do you mean in the right hands?
Like, if we do it the right way, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like it can be corrupted just like anything else.
I mean, I don't have any examples of it being like every country that ranks above us in healthcare. By the way, we rank like 30th in healthcare outcomes. You know that, right? In the world.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you just told me that, so now I know.
Every country that ranks above us has some form of universal healthcare. Not necessarily single payer, but some have a single payer that takes care of 75, 80%, yada, yada. But they've had some form of universal health care.
Cool.
And they provide health care to all of their people, and they do it cheaper than we do.
Yeah, that would be, yeah. I'm not shouting down universal health care at all.
Yeah, well, libertarians usually do.
Okay, well, yeah, then I'm not a libertarian. If you want to put me in the box.
I'm so glad we've made some progress here. I don't really want to talk about transgenocide. And, like, whether it's a genocide or not, the word is debatable. We are definitely looking at the hallmarks of a transgenocide. But, like, Curiouser was trying to litmus test you there. I want to go something that's more universal.
That was huge left. Well, like, not like left. I mean, like, took a turn.
I was just reading off the chat. Yeah, Simp brings it up as socialist libertarianism. Like, technically, I'm a left-leaning libertarian. I just don't call myself a libertarian because libertarians are very unsavory people. But
okay.
if you plot where I am on the political compass, I am in the left libertarian side. I think that the government's only role is to provide us with things, positive liberty, to protect liberty.
Yes.
I do not think the government's job is to cage us.
No, I mean, yeah. Like, we're not in cages.
Well, we kind of are. We jail more people than any other country on the planet.
But I thought you just said we're not.
Well, that was what I was referring to. The government being cops putting us in cages. That's the government I disdain. I'm not a fan of the law enforcement arm of government. I think government is to ensure a positive liberty, to build roads, to build sewage systems, to provide schooling.
You just said that they're not doing that they're not putting people in cages, but then you just gave an example of how they are. Do you understand?
No, I think you just misheard me. I said the government's job is to provide things, not to put us in cages. No, they absolutely are putting us in cages. There's too many goddamn people in prison.
Okay, yeah, no, they're if in the bad hands. Okay, yes.
Well, no, not bad hands, just the... I don't like this idea of... Well, Curiouser, I would call it a genocide, but if somebody wants to debate genocide or not, like, as long as you recognize that the hallmarks of genocide are there, I'm totally cool, because we can go down and look at the definition. I didn't want to get into that topic. I didn't want to wade into that one right now. So sorry, Tokahontis.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, so.
As long as you are accepting of trans people, then whether you call what is happening to them a genocide or not is not relevant to me in this conversation at the moment. But you recognize trans people, right?
I'm just speechless right now.
Why? He left me. Oh. It's okay, Curious. I was trying to stick with things that I didn't want it to get contentious. Maybe you were wanting it to get contentious. Well, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Did we make progress there? Well, at first, Sitting Cow Wants Blood. At first, I thought it was the... Thank you, Soup. Somebody shout Soup out for me. And please shout anybody else out that I've missed. Emmerich, and also good evening. I don't think I said hey to you. I didn't know what the fuck was going on for 20 plus minutes of that. I had no idea. So, yeah, I was very confused. And if you came in halfway through that, Miss Nixa, I see it from both sides. I tried to explain it to her why she might have gotten dogpiled in Kai's chat. I think she was acting in good faith. I don't think she was a bad faith actor. But being able to discern that in a chat is difficult. And as I tried to explain to her, like going in there and telling, because that was the first thing she started off with me on, was like, we need to partner with Christians. And if you're telling oppressed people that they need to partner with their oppressors, they're not gonna take it well. Well, I mean, and I brought up Soup, like my friend the Salty Pastor is amazing, and he's in a utilitarian or a universal church, one of those that, are usually really fucking progressive. I would like to think that she was very good faith. But she did keep mentioning attention. Yeah, there are several based pastors. So if that is who we're wanting to talk about partnering with, we can partner with them. But when we're talking about fundamentalist evangelical Christians that would rather see us dead. Let's be clear about that. They would rather see us dead. Some of us more than others, and that plays into the transgenocide thing. If they would rather see us dead, how do you partner with that? Emmerich, you summed it up perfect. A lot of paranoia and privileged naivete. And she kind of even admitted it there, that like she felt like she was privileged, that she was well off.